Dear Josh, when I was in junior high school in Germany, many of the other kids from America, which is where I came from, told me that black people didn't have souls. Like animals didn't have souls, they said. Didn't understand. Back in the U.S., Mark Twain Junior High, Coney Island, there was not one black kid there. Blacks lived in ghettos in Bedford-Stuyvesant and in Harlem. And if I went there, they'd threaten to kill me. Whitey, they called me. I would travel to Harlem to 125th Street to buy Spanish comic books, is what I told the guys who stopped me. And then they left me alone. At SIA, the School of Industrial Art, there was a small percentage of black kids because it was an art vocational school. They had to accept people on the basis of talent. And awareness finally came into my brain that none of this was right. How can I have been so stupid? In the Bronx, as we integrated schools, my daughter Chris begged me to change schools because she was in one of those integrated schools and because of Kill Whitey Day. I asked her to hold out. She made friends with a really tall black girl. Her name was Cynthia Outlaw. I have watched this process, and as painful as it is, and it is, we must go through it and come out the other side. If I could shorten the process, I would. The least we can do, the very least, is not to miss the opportunity if it comes to us. Unfortunately, Josh, it's far worse than that. Nor is it just the police. In most countries, there is a national philosophy. In America has several national philosophies. One of them is a profound bigotry against African Americans and other minorities. This is a result of our history. And though certain areas are very liberal, profound bigotry bleeds into these liberal bastions. It sticks to our heels like tar on our shoes. Unemployment is greater among those of color. The coronavirus affects more of them. Employment at lower than minimum wage keeps families, students, and people from advancing as easily as white people. In every area, they are running the race with lead weights tied to their feet. They were never equal. They are put in jail and kept in jail where and when whites would be let go. Our courts and prison system supports a kind of prisoner welfare that make white people rich. It's not just cops, Josh. As ashamed as I am to say it, it's white people. That's the burden we must carry. And change it whenever we can, for the better. In the last week, we may have gained allies that we never had before. There was a moment in the 60s and the 70s where white people said, I can't be condemned for what my grandfathers did. They are responsible, not I. In one great moment for me, I was released finally by saying, no, it isn't just my grandfather. It was me. I did it. I am responsible. And I have to undo it. What a relief. Maybe things will change. Dad.